Hey friends, it's Courtney. Welcome back to my channel, Phyrra, where we talk about all things cruelty-free beauty, gothic fashion, and lifestyle. Today's video is a hooded eye makeup tutorial featuring Duochrome makeup products. I've used brands such as JD Glow and Sugarpill. If you're interested in seeing how to get this gorgeous look, just keep watching. So I've already prepped my eye area. I've done it a little bit differently than I normally do. The first thing I did was tightline my eyes with Milk Cosmetics Inmortal liner. I just tightlined the upper waterline. Basically what that means is I use a little tool like this to pull this back and put liner on the upper waterline. You don't have to do that unless you want to, but because I have hooded eyes, this helps my lash line to look nice and thick. I used Danessa Myricks ColorFix in the shade Nude 1 as my eyeshadow primer, and I put it all over my eyes, and then I set it with my Cozzette powder in C1, which matches my skin tone. And I used this big fluffy brush whenever I was applying the setting powder, and I'm going to use this same brush with the Sugarpill shade Arsenic, this color right here. Basically what I'm going to do is work arsenic into the smoky dome shape, which I haven't done in a long time on my channel. And I really like to use this BDELLIUM TOOLS 787 brush because it's almost like a one and done. It just lets me apply it and blend it out, and there's not too much, you know, it's pretty effortless. It's just 1, 2, 3, boom, done. So hopefully you can see, this is what it looks like with just like the nice light coating of the green. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I wanna take that same green arsenic from Sugarpill and put it along my lower lid, and I'm going to use a Sigma E20 brush, which is a short shader brush that looks like this, and just... The next color I'm going to use is JD Glow Seaweed. This is a multi-chrome, so hopefully you can see it basically goes to navy blue, turquoise, green, lime green, teal, and gold. I'm going to apply this dry, but then I think I'm actually going to go back and grab a sticky base so we can put this on wet and make it super intense. But I need to do the same thing on both sides or it's not going to like be even in the final look. Same brush that I used to apply my primer in the first place, which is just this ColourPop brush, to put the sticky primer on my mobile lid. So I just put Too Faced Glitter Glue Sticky Primer onto the mobile lid and the lower lid of my eyes because I want to make the JD Glow color Seaweed really pop. So this is what it looks like on top of the sticky primer. Oh hell yeah, that's exactly what I needed to really bring this look up a notch. This is just a sticky primer. I didn't apply anything to make the brush wet or anything like that. I'm using the same short shader brush from Sigma that I used before to apply seaweed to my lower lid. I'm going to use Milk Cosmetics Meltdown next, and I'm using this color with a small fluffy crease brush. This is a Cozzette Beauty S185. I'm basically just going to pop it into the outer socket of my eye and start working it through my crease. And really all this color is doing is softening the edge where Sugarpill Arsenic meets JD Glow Seaweed. So I'm really just taking this big brush and blending in little circles with more arsenic. Now you could absolutely leave the eye look as finished right here after cleaning up the bottoms, but what I'm gonna do is go on to show you how I've been doing my cat eyes lately. So what you're going to need is a pencil. I'm going to use this Milani pencil. The color is called After Dark. And this part, again, doesn't have to be really precise or neat. The big thing you're trying to do is draw a line at the outer upper lash line that we're going to smudge and smoke. All right, so as you can see, I've got a pretty thin line that gets a little thicker as I get towards the outer part of my eye. And I'm continuing to draw this line towards, back this way, towards my tail of my brow. The angle I'm going for, the angle I'm going for with this is kind of based off of my lower waterline. And it doesn't have to be precise. And I know it looks like it's really weird, but like I said, it's not really that much of a problem. It has to be precise because we're going to smoke it. So after I've kind of got it in that area that I want it, or in the vague shape I want it, what I'm going to do is switch to a smudge brush. This is a Sigma E21. And just start smudging at my upper lash line and smudging the liner back towards my tail right here. I'm smudging again towards the lash line. If you don't like the exact angle that it's at or anything, just use a Q-tip to kind of correct it. But if you have hooded eyes like mine, I recommend you correct from the bottom because you'll be able to see right where you need to do this a little lift up without it being like up like this. Because that's often the problem that I see with a lot of people with hooded eyes, myself included. They want to lift too much, they overcompensate, and then you end up with a really odd looking cat eye. So this is how that turned out. Okay, so once you have your liners matching, smoked out just the way you like it, what I'm going to recommend you do next is grab a liquid eyeliner pen. I'm using Ofra's Verified, and I'm just going to line the upper waterline with Ofra's Verified. I'm doing it like this because it's nice and thin. And I'm not filling in like the part out here where I smoked out, just really deepening it a little bit along the lash line. So it has a little bit of darkness there, and then we're good. I'm gonna mix these two Sugarpill shades, which are Arsenic and Mochi together. And the reason I'm doing this is because basically I'm going to blend in little circles at the edge of this green area, just because I wanna make sure it's fully like smoked out and blended and just has like a nice color gradient and there's no harsh lines. Next thing that I'm going to do is put on some lashes. I'm going to put on Velour Would I Lie lashes. These are my favorite no trim lashes. I find them to be the easiest type of lashes for me to put on. I'm less likely to screw them up. Okay, once you have your lashes on and you're happy with how they look, which I know can take time, I am going to use a little bit of Milk Makeup's Kush Mascara to sort of blend with my lashes. So for my lower waterline, I'm using Urban Decay's Space Dust. It reminds me a little bit of their discontinued Midnight Cowboy pencil that I love for the lower waterline. This sort of color is usually the one that I find most flattering on my skin tone for my lower waterline. I'm highlighting under my eyebrows with the Milani Dolce Perla. And I want like a really fun inner corner highlight. Something like extra over the top. So I think what I'm gonna do is use JD Glow's 365, which is this guy. 365 for my highlight. It's like a gold, but it's like a gold duochrome right at the inner corner for a pop. All right, so let's zoom in so you can see the finished makeup look up close. So here's the eye look. Hopefully you can see how cool this duochrome lid shade is, which is why I really wanted to make it the focus of my makeup look. And then I have that little fun pop of 3D of multi-chrome gold in the corner for the highlight instead of like my normal like lighter highlight. So I hope you enjoyed my tutorial featuring duochrome makeup from indie brands like JD Glow and Sugarpill. Please be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video and want to see more hooded eye tutorials, please give me a thumbs up and share. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video.